here we have our Copyt 3D in its hard case with its tripod. So let's unbox everything and see what it includes. So first we have the tripod. It's a professional tripod coming from Manfrotto, so it is very easy and very fast to be prepared. In a few seconds, just moving a few parts, the tripod is ready to be used. Then, if we open the case, we have the scanner inside already mounted, then we have the rotary table. On the left of the rotary table, we have all the cables and all the tools to be used for connecting and running the scanner. On the right of the rotary table, we have all the cables and all the tools for connecting and running the rotary table in case you got it. So we set the scanner, the rotary table, everything is needed for running the scanner on the left lower corner of the rotary table, and all the cables and the tools needed for running the rotary table in its right lower corner. And if we open the double bottom of the lid of the case, we find the calibration plate to be used every time we want to change the field of view or calibrate the scanner, with its support, of course, and the flash memory, the USB memory, where you can find the installer of the software, the license for running the software, and all the files needed for running the scanner in a good way. So here we have the scanner. Scanner is ready to be used. We always deliver the scanner with a 300mm field of view already prepared, so in case of need you can mount in a few seconds the scanner on the tripod. Just remember to remove the two black plastic caps mounted on the lenses, used to protect, of course, the lenses during the trip. And of course you have two cameras and one projector. We provide the power to the cameras through the computer, through the USB connection. And for providing the power to the projector, we use its own power supply. It is a customized power supply, okay? It is the one that you find on the left of the rotary table. It comes with its own power cord. Let's say the power cord is a standard one, so if you need to change it because of the different connectors in your country, you can do that. Just make sure the connector on the other side, the one that goes inside the power supply, is exactly this one. Don't try to do the same. Don't try to substitute the power supply because it is a customized one. In case of need, in case you need a new one, just refer to us for getting a new one. And then, of course, we have to connect the scanner to the PC. So we have a projector. Here on the right, we have the HDMI cable to be used for connecting the projector to the computer. Okay, it's a standard HDMI cable, 3 meters long. So in case of need, you can substitute it in an easy way. And then we have two USB cables. They are two USB 3 cables. Again, it's impossible to make mistakes because the blue connector is the one that goes inside the computer. The other one is the one to be connected to the camera, and makes no differences which cable you connect to the left or the right camera. They are exactly the same. Please remember to screw the two screws when you connect the cables to the cameras. So at the end, to connect the scanner to the computer, you need to connect 4 cables. One is the power supply for the projector. Okay, the other one is the signal cable for the projector again, which is the HDMI cable. And then you have 2 USB cables, one for each camera. So 4 cables, but you don't have any possibility to make mistakes because they are all different cables and you don't have other ports where you can connect the cables. Of course, we also provide a stocking and a few clamps to collect together the cables and to fix them. It is important to fix the cables to the tripod because when the scanner is ready to be used, when the scanner is calibrated, if we move the cables because we move the scanner around the object that we are scanning, it can be that we create very, very small but they are enough at the end. Very, very small movements of the components, and this means that we are breaking the calibration. So then we are not scanning in a good way. So very important to collect the cables and fix them to the tripod to avoid any kind of movement during the scanning sessions. And also, this scanner is a scanner with the possibility to change the field of view. So we provide the tools for changing the field of view. So the screwdriver on the left to be used for moving the cameras and fix them every time we want to change the field of view. And also we provide a tool for measuring the distance between the cameras and the calibration plate, what we call the working distance. Always to be used when we are going to set up a new field of view. And then we have the rotary table. The rotary table is always an optional, so you can get it or not. It's ready to be used, very easy to be connected because we have one signal USB connector, one power connector, and then a switch to turn it off and on. And of course, with the rotary table, we also provide its customized power supply, okay, and its power cord. Again, the power cord is a standard one, so feel free to substitute it in case you need to adapt to the connectors in your country. Just make sure the connector that goes inside the power supply is the same. The power supply is a customized one, so in case of need, don't try to substitute it with another one, but refer to us for getting a new one. And then, of course, we also provide the signal cable, which is a standard USB cable used also for connecting the printers. So again, this is an easy to be substituted in case of need cable. And it is impossible to make mistakes because you have two different connectors, and if you see the table, you understand in 0 seconds which connector has to go there and which one has to go to the computer. And coming back, we also provide with the rotary table its calibration plate, its disc for calibrating the axis of the table, and its support, okay? You need the support when you need to keep the calibration disc in a vertical position, okay? We will see later in a better way when you calibrate the table and the scanner is higher than the table, much higher than the table, so you see the scanner and the scanning, you see the table and the scanning axis is more or less parallel to the axis of the table. You don't need this holder, you just place the disc on the table as it is in my image. When the scanner is in a lower position, so the scanning axis is more perpendicular to the axis of the table, it doesn't work if you calibrate with the disc placed on the table as it is in my picture. You need to keep it in a vertical position, and for doing that, you use this. So, just to recap, we include the scanner, the rotary table, everything is needed for connecting and running the scanner on the left of the rotary table, and everything is needed for connecting and running the rotary table on its right side. Of course, we include the tripod. Please consider that the hard case is not a part of the standard delivery. It's an optional, so in case you don't need that, or in case you don't want to spend money for that, you can order the Copyt 3D, and it comes on a cartoon box with everything inside. So scanner plus everything is needed for running the scanner in a cartoon box. I mean all the cables, all the tools, the calibration plate, and the license flash memory. And if you order the rotary table, which is another optional, it comes in another cartoon box with all the cables and all the tools needed for running that table inside the same box.